Grr, grr. Hey, what's that word? Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Let me take this headphone off so it won't be too loud. I don't want to wake my son up. But what's back is Cat with another react. Fuck you talking about? Today we are. I think I just want to do shit different because, like, alright, this how I be. Like, I be trying to find videos that I want to react to, type shit. But the videos I be wanting to react to, niggas I watch react to it, type shit. You know? So I think I'm finna switch the game up a little bit. I don't really see too many motherfuckers doing it, so I'm gonna start reacting to other motherfuckers' reaction. I hope I don't get copyrighted or no shit like that. But until I face a problem or some shit, we reacting with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna hear how other and I think it's gonna be a good thing because like y'all get to hear how I feel, and then it's like damn near a debate. Like I'm damn near debating with these niggas. Do I wanna? You feel me? Cause y'all know what I react to. I be trying. You feel me? And music really ain't been hitting on shit. So I'm just looking at myself.
So I'm sure a lot.
Let's get into the fucking video. No bad.
You guys heard what happened in Chicago at the female rapper Mel
yeah.
Buck's album release party.
Right.
18 people in total were hit, most of them females, and 5 people altogether ended up being deceased. Now, there's
Oh shit! Niggas got their
That's a lot of people. 5 people died in one shootout. Lord, 18 people got hit in one shootout. Lord, have mercy.
multiple things that led to something like this happening.
Damn.
And we're not going
Bro,
to
was it a shootout or did they just get blew down? I don't think it was a shootout, but I don't know. Don't quote me. But 18 niggas getting hit, them niggas came.
tie this back to just one singular gang feud, but it's pretty obvious that something like this just doesn't happen at random. This was clearly a targeted attack, and it's part of something that's been going on for a while. Women involved with gang business.
Ashland Vikings is crazy.
Now, even if you're not that familiar with Chicago, you know the city's gang history, and women being a part of gangs is definitely
They
not something
got
new. In fact, it's
pistols.
probably been going on since the 70s.
Is she throwing up the forks? Fuck that. Hold on though. Hold on. Oh, that shit still. What the fuck my mouse?
And I'm not sure.
Bro, look. Bro, hold on. Hold on. I'm confused. Like, I thought this was her arm, but this her arm. So, boom, she holding one of them bitches. And these is white bitches. Ashland Vikings. That must be the street they from. Ashland. Blick, nigga. Blick, her arm coming around. Gee, hold on. Gee, she got a blick right here. And holding this bitch, right? This bitch. Boom, but she also got boom, blick. This like a pistol. So she got 2. This bitch got 2 pistols. She got a pistol. This bitch got 2 pistols. These look like little 380s. Some little small shit. 38, 22, some little shit. This might be a 9 or a 40. This might be another 380 or a 9. It ain't nothing too little, but it ain't nothing too big. Same right here. She got 2 little shits though. She told him something big, but she got a double barrel shotgun.
Gangs is definitely not something new.
These
In
bitches
fact, it's
crazy.
probably been going on
She
since the
throwing up the
70s.
folks. That's
And I'm not
seven.
sure
Is
people
them
still
white girls throwing up
not
GD?
something
What
new.
I just
What did I
It's
miss?
probably been going on since the 70s.
What I just
and I'm not
tell
sure
y'all,
people still
but they
think like
throwing
this
up the
today.
forks.
But I do remember at one
Wow,
time there was a
damn.
myth that women and girls are spared. But that's just not true whenever you involved with any type of gang business,
Right.
even mob business, as things
Yes,
like
I'm
this
just
happen
Friday
outside
getaway.
of the United
Fuck
States
off.
all the time. I'm
That's
sure you
Friday
guys have
hotel
seen women in the
finish or
cartel
something.
videos, and even in Canada. As I covered in a video not too long ago, a woman named Claudia Iacono was married to the son of a known mobster in Canada, and she
Claudia?
owned a
She
beauty
just sound like a
salon.
mob
And
wife.
I'm not sure what exactly her involvement was in this mob, but possibly due
Damn,
to
he
the
done it
family
Mexico.
ties of her husband,
I
she
thought
ended
mob-
up being assassinated.
I thought mobs was Italians and Mexicans was cartel. Y'all let me know how that shit works.
outside of the salon that she
Got a
owned.
dead
But
body?
in
Damn,
Chicago
what is that?
specifically, especially within the last 10 years, women have definitely not been getting spared. According to
No,
the
hell
Chicago
no.
police, as of July,
Hell no, females don't get scared. Sex with Chicago's homicides. Female 31. So 31 bitches died compared to 160 niggas. But it's like, bro, bitches do be out the way, but not all bitches be out the way. Some bitches like that shit. Like some bitches be chasing that shit just like these goofy ass niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if a bitch get whacked, bro, I mean, I'm not saying, but it's like, I don't believe in, I do believe in wrong place, wrong time, but I don't believe in a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're doing right in life game, life gonna do you right. Like, stop hanging around certain motherfuckers you don't want to be around if you don't want certain shit. You know, that's just use your brain.
At 4th, 2025, 31 women had already been killed in Chicago, with most of them being anywhere from 20 to 30 years old.
Damn,
Now, just growing up on the South Side, I've seen a lot of girls chase after men who were involved in gangs. It's not nothing new. This happens all over the world.
Some more,
and I can forget
more niggas in their 20s.
Now, just
more niggas in their 20s and 30s is dying than niggas in teenage years, bro. So it's like, is these niggas beefing with little niggas? Whoa, or off the young black and male, yeah. Wait, so no, it's not off the young. Well, it depends on what you call young. Like, if you 30, you 30 and up, bro. You grown as hell. You not young no more. Like, you down there. Like, you feel me? But it's really like, you know what I'm saying? 80 or older, unknown. Who the fuck died at an unknown age? And that was a homicide. Is that the fuck they got going on?
Growing up on the South Side, I've seen a lot of girls chase after men who were involved in gangs.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
love
nothing
that
new.
shit.
This happens all over the world.
They love that
and
shit.
I can forgive them for being young, as I saw most of this when I was in high school, but all of this comes with one thing. In Chicago, at least I know for sure, that a lot of men with a target on their back can't even take their girl out to eat because they'll both end up dead. I've been all around the country. I've even been to the Virgin Islands in Mexico. One thing that I've never seen is a shooter hop out a car and ask the woman what was her affiliation with a gang before he started blasting. Now, I admit, it might have been a little bit different back in my day. When I was in high school in the early 2010s, I remember being in the middle
now, what if you hop out the car like, yo, what you rep? And she start blowing at you. You're not doing it.
Brawl between several cliques on the low end of Chicago, which is the South Side and the lower numbers. And as I mentioned before, like most cities, the bus in Chicago has an off switch where the bus can be disabled and the driver won't even be able to restart it. But right before this one brawl took place my freshman year, one of the guys in the back did manage to say, can all of the women and children step off the bus, even though we were all technically children. But he at least wanted the women to get off the bus before hands started being thrown. Because back then, at least, we used to say something called stand in a woman's place. It was very distasteful 10 to 15 years ago in Chicago to see a woman gangbang. You saw plenty of girls with gangbanging boyfriends, but to see a woman throwing up gang signs or representing any clique,
or even making these songs with guns and shit, like that. The first girl to do that was Katie Got Bands, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that was when I was probably just going to like high school, like middle school, high school days. You know what I'm saying? Katie Got Bands came out with the you feel me? She had the gun.
Let's go over basic biology. Do you know how many times my feet have saved me in Chicago? One thing a woman is not going to ever do is outrun a man.
Right.
And that's just a fact. No matter how fast you are. I ran track in high school and college, and the fastest girl had nothing on basically every...
Yeah. I bet. It's the same one. Right back.
Guy on the team. One well-known female in Chicago that was involved in gangs is of course K.I., and she even got an A&E documentary. Now, it's no secret that
I just tell y'all, do y'all documentary. And she did get an A&E documentary. When my son was being bored, I was in the hospital, I was watching that shit. And it's crazy, it's down there, like she was in that shit anyway, but then it's like, she was one of them. Like, she knew. She lost her brother. Y'all can tell K.I. shit. Then they said she was the first bitch to get on the internet wolfing with niggas. Like,
he was killed by King Von. And the internet and A&E depict her as being some kind of assassin that's having 17 bodies, but that's not true. No. This was a war going on in her era between multiple different hoods. So to say that she took credit for at least half of all the murders is
not
crazy.
Even close.
Yeah, she might have used a gun. She might have even shot it at somebody. But to say that she was some kind of serial killer is outrageous.
It's ridiculous.
One thing that's for sure, whenever she did get caught, she was on the block with several men. Now, despite the fact that multiple shooters popped out of her cut, why was she the only one that died? You got people that was at the scene that admitted that they ran away and that's how they escaped. But a little girl trying to run away from multiple men shooting, it's just not gonna happen. Back when I was a sophomore at Simeon.
Or you know, he went to Simeon. This Travis Christie, I know he went to Simeon. But You know, girls also usually the lollygag. You know what I'm saying? You go out with, I know when I'm out with my girl don't even know, my wife don't even know where we parked at. Like, her brain is completely off when she with me because she know I'm the man, I'm going to take care of it. We walking in the mall, she making my way downtown, walking fast, spot to buy some new stuff. You feel me? That's her. I'm with her. But in my head, I'm like, okay, we got threats being neutralized over here. We got threats being neutralized over here. If he gets a little bit closer, I'm going to reach for my gun. And I'm going to pop him 2 times in his leg before he hit 2 times in his chest. Then when he falls, I'm going to make sure his homie doesn't help him. Over here, I see two possible threats over here. 1 police officer and 1 standing weird man looking at my woman a little weird. Let me look at him weird. Okay, we came this way. Like, it's 2 different things, bro. So a lot of times, girls, it's just not in their nature to be like, super on point.
Yeah,
that's like
no. No. I pause this at a perfect point. But no. Y'all ever been around like your girl or a bitch you fucking with and then like she really fuck with you type shit? You get what I'm saying? Bitches be like loopy in the head, like especially when like bro, you go out, bro, like you go outside with a bitch. Ooh, if she feel comfortable around you, gang, her mind gonna go blank. She expect you to handle everything, my nigga. Like, you gotta be, like, to her, you, like, Superman. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she probably fucking 100 niggas. But when she with you, you supposed to be Superman. Control, you know what I'm saying? Control the situation. That's why you gotta be extra on point. You know what I'm saying? Girls don't use their brain, nigga. They using yours. You their eyes and ears when y'all go out. That's just some advice for the young niggas out here, bro, who ain't been through that. And if you can relate, you can relate. This ad was long as hell.
Masculine warrior type shit.
Simeon was having a basketball game against their main rival, Morgan Park. It attracted kids from high schools all over the city. And it wasn't uncommon for a fight or a shooting to break out after or before.
Just like Kenwood and King, boy. When we played King, boy, somebody was gonna fight something.
Basketball or football game back in those days. And there had been tension all through the game, but after the game, in the parking lot, apparently a fight broke out. And
I graduated like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I graduated like 4 years ago. And I still won't go to a basketball game, like, because it's just too much going on. You never know what the fuck can occur. Like, I don't trust these little niggas out here, gang. I don't trust niggas my age. I'm still fake young. I'm 23. You know what I'm saying? These niggas tripping. These niggas out here 25 without no hair. You know what I'm saying?
He ended up getting shot.
You gotta be smart.
Some little freshman girl named Daisy, I'll never forget the name because the name did not match the attitude. She started posting on social media, basically mocking this guy that died, even though she didn't know who he was, but doing it as some sort of twisted school pride.
Like what? Like why do y'all? Hey, what do y'all get out of trolling a motherfucker you don't know? Like, that's funny, y'all? That's dark humor? Get y'all weird out. You weird.
He would make jokes that Simeon had shot at an op and made his body fall, which was a reference to a song. And it was pretty disturbing. And another example is I knew a girl that went to this high school called Perspectives. And after school one day, she had gotten into an argument with a gang member. And it got pretty heated until she ended up disrespecting one of his dead homies. And he smacked her so hard that the side of her face was blue. But this is a lot different than what's going on today, as it's not that uncommon to find women in alleys.
Nigga, nigga, you said what? Hey, niggas don't at all no more. I wish I would fight a nigga, bro. And it's not saying like a nigga won't fight. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is why I won't fight, gang. Because in order for a fight not to end with guns firing, I would have to lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because after I lose the fight, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna keep it pushing, bro. I don't got no pride, I ain't got no ego. I don't get no fuck. I lost, nigga. I stood up, nigga. I'm a real man. If I'm not backing down, you know what I'm saying? But I be do that. It's 9 times out of 10. You ain't gonna lie, them niggas gonna pull a gun, gonna try to go get a gun, you know what I'm saying? Or if it don't end right there, the motherfucker gonna be trying to catch me on the flip. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not fighting nobody.
Shot at block parties, birthday parties,
I preach to all the young niggas,
you can think
house
of.
parties.
And more recently, this album release party in one of the safest neighborhoods in Chicago.
I've been having
Damn.
Somebody is shooting
as a
that
woman,
shit
especially
up.
one
Like,
from
They
the
was
South, you have to be
blowing
wise
that
enough to
bitch
know
down.
that hanging with certain crowds is more likely to get you killed. With this whole Mellow Buck situation, they say that some of the guys she's associated with in Drench Gang have been mocking a guy named Drills who was killed.
The
Now,
night
when it comes to
before.
mocking the dead friend of a group of people with guns, when they come to take revenge, they're not gonna stop and ask questions. Because to them, it doesn't matter if they hit you or somebody that you know. Because either way, it's gonna
It's a
hurt
win.
you. And
Yeah.
that's what gangbanging is in Chicago.
That's lame.
People trying to
Nah,
make
that's
people feel.
gang banging, period. Nigga, that's why this shit lame. Nigga, I can't get to you. Your little cousin go to the high school, the same high school as my little cousin. Catch his ass leaving high school and smoke his ass.
As hurt as they are.
Right.
It's not about a gang, a territory, drugs, none of that.
Nope.
And the fact that the police, even though they've gotten better, have been known historically in Chicago to not be able to solve many of the homicides, some of these guys are way more comfortable with collateral, like women being hit in situations like
Yeah,
this.
and I
'Cause they know
heard,
they
it's like
still.
an 87% murder rates that ain't, murders that's unsolved murders. 87% of the murders is unsolved in Chicago. Like,
Won't get caught.
Yeah.
But what shocks me is this is nothing new. So when women act like something like this can't happen to them,
crazy.
I'm very confused. I remember when I was in 8th grade, by the time freshman year was about to come around, there was a girl I graduated with that already had 2 dead boyfriends. 2 dead boyfriends
dead
by
boy-
age 15.
I was just
This is a
damn.
tragedy.
Damn.
Yeah. Could have been avoided.
Like it's
Damn.
but it's a normal. It's messed up, but it's a normal fucking occurrence, bro. It's
Nah.
a normal occurrence for.
when I was 15, I ain't know nobody who had a dead boyfriend. I lost a homie freshman year to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know no bitch who. Oh well, if you scratch with us, it is normal. Either way it go, that was somebody homie. You know what I'm saying? I get what Michael's saying. My bad.
Girl boyfriend that get killed in Chicago.
Nah, never mind. Never mind.
You're not gonna graduate high school
But he
and get to the
well, he
age
was
of
somebody's
20
girlfriend,
without
though, so
somebody you know,
I'm tweaking.
or some
But I
girl
didn't know
that you
his
know
bitch.
boyfriend getting killed. And the boyfriend probably went to your school too. You know what I'm saying though? Like,
Of course, at least for her, I had a neighbor. She lived around the corner from me. And she was one of those girls that had a baby as soon as she got to high school. But again, by sophomore year, the guy she had a kid with ended up dying. Having a
Damn.
baby and then losing the father of that child all before you turn 17 is crazy.
Crazy.
That's just the
Damn.
reality of when you messing with people that's living that life. A lot of these guys don't expect to make it to 40. I have a friend who watched his father be killed by his cousin. And in high
Damn.
school, he told me that he didn't expect to live to 40. But not just 40, he probably didn't even expect to make it to 25. There was a
My
guy
mama.
on the low end who was talking to a
My
girl,
mama.
but when somebody pulled up and started shooting, he
25,
pushed her to the
I'm
ground and
reaching
ran
for
out the
next. I
way.
got 2 of them
When you
bitches,
associating
shorty.
with somebody like that, man, as a woman, you can't expect that your life will ever be spared or saved. You're just in too much of a vulnerable state. Most women are not moving around the city like men. Even
Right.
men that
Yeah,
don't
nah.
gangbang still have to move around Chicago in a certain way
Yeah,
and
you
watch
got
their
to,
surroundings.
because you feel
And
me?
again, I
You
must
never know what's
stress,
gonna
this
happen.
is not just an unorganized crime. And aside from the woman who was the daughter-in-law of a mobster that was gunned down outside of her salon, a man named Cosimo Camiso and his girlfriend were both gunned down in a quiet
Both of them?
residential area in Canada simply because of the mob
Had
ties the
family
man
ties
had.
to
Even though many
organized
that knew him
crime.
would say that he was a
Bro,
reputable
ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers really be forgetting that organized crime is still going on. Nigga, it's just so much, and I ain't gonna lie, I feel like unorganized crime is making it for organized crime so much easier, because there's just so many niggas. Like, you gotta think, for the niggas who got structure and shit, who doing shit right, woo, woo, woo. Like, for example, an organized nigga catch a body, but an unorganized nigga might claim that shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like dumb shit.
businessman. Sometimes just who you associated with as a man or a woman can mean the end of your life. And this woman he was messing with was apparently a city worker, so she likely had no ties to the mob at
Nothing.
all outside of her boyfriend.
Right.
But
Nothing.
regardless, when the
That's her
shooters
nigga.
popped out, they both died.
Damn.
And today in
Nah,
Chicago,
fuck
even
that.
though the homicide rate
You
has
with that
gone
nigga, you
down,
down
the
with that
homicides that do take place are a little bit more brutal. You have girls getting shot in front of their high school, girls getting left in the doorway of their apartment buildings. Some very vicious things that I've read
That's
over the
sick
past
as
couple
fuck.
years, and
Yeah.
that have even happened to people associated with people I know, including family. You are already in enough danger walking around the city as a woman, whether you alone or in a crowd. But to add more danger to this by associating with gang members is crazy. But I just wanted to vent about that because I've been seeing it too much in Chicago lately. And like, smarter and be more careful with. That's what a lot of them are doing, acting. They say they okay with dying until a shooter pops out. And I guarantee, if you walk into a group of gang members and tell them to raise their hand if they want to die right now, ain't nobody hand gonna go up. But if you hang around a group of guys that want to pretend to be this careless, can't be surprised when something happens.
Alright, man. This was a clickbaited. I was waiting for this, so I'm gonna take this and post this same shit. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And we're gonna log out of this, bitch. We gonna log it. Damn, so I wonder where the fuck I was at. Because I kept scooting over, so I need to be directly. I'm gonna get this shit right one day. One day I'm gonna get this shit right. But y'all gonna get this video today, man. See y'all niggas tomorrow. I'm grinding all October. I gotta drop. Y'all be on my ass. I'm gonna be on my own ass. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, man. Flame that wood up. I'm gonna get back in the swing of shit, bro. I ain't even feeling like rolling. None of that. I'm using this nigga same shit. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's Cap, and I'm out of here.